Another way to create a counter is using a function called advanced counter. And this works with a font. So let's drag a font down and we'll go back into built-ins into the functions tab. And within the tools folder, there's a function here called advanced counter. And we can drag this advanced counter and drag it down. Now it works the exact same way as the counter, except you have a couple more options here. So if we turn on our counter, first option we have within the advanced counter plugin here is what's called use integers. It's off by default. So basically how this works is if we adjust the value or decimal point here, we can set keyframes for this to count up or down. Now by default it's set to decimals, so you can see as we increase this number there are decimals there. If we come back up and turn use integers on, then what it's going to do is change this to whole numbers. It also has the options for leading blanks, and it's set to cut by default. So we can come in and change it to different things. If we want an asterisk, a number symbol, a period, or zeros, we can change it to these. So the leading blanks are affected by or controlled by these numbers down here in the format mask. If you notice that you have all these number symbols down here, if you start deleting these, it will start deleting these options down here. So whichever you have it set to, you can kind of control it by using the format mask. There's a force prefix, which is off by default. If you turn this on, it gives you a little plus sign. You can use this if you want to use a plus sign. There's a delete unnecessary commas. So if you have a very high number and you have unnecessary commas, this will automatically get rid of it. Now there's also a decimal separator set to point by default. You can also change it to comma down here. The format mask, again, kind of allows you to create your own number, so you can delete variables on the end here to create whatever type of number you want. And to get this to work, what you can do is set keyframes. So I want this to start at 0. We'll set a keyframe, and then we can take this up to whatever number we want it to count up to, and we can set a keyframe. Once we hit play, it counts up to that number. Now if we want to go reverse, we can have it count down. So we'll get rid of that animation. Now if we wanted to count down from 100, we type in 100 within the value, set a keyframe, and we want it to go down to 0. We'll set another keyframe. We hit play, it now counts down. So once you have this number set and keyframed, you can come in and then kind of play with the variables here as to how you want your number to look.